listening with 100 Thieves and see if they could pull off a win here. Sponsored by WD Black.
I got a bet. You can see them on
Get ready to shoot diamonds. We gotta peek right. We gotta contest this. Peek right now.
I just got shot.
They're getting shot too. Get ready to walk up my side. Walk up here now. Walk up here. I knocked one out after Watson. Wait,
another bingo. We gotta go up.
Yes, we're fine.
Take the spot.
Take the spot. Yes. Take the spot. Get space. Team on height still. Team on height. Take the spot. Get space.
Okay, we're gonna need to wipe over here.
Picking.
I'm nading it.
Push.
I'm scanning for you.
Push together.
Yes, push together.
Get right through a queue.
Give us a cue to peek.
Peek. No. Careful. I'm biting him. Careful, don't let him slide across. On me, you're peeking on him.
I'm coming. We're fine.
Back to the still teams over here.
Yes. I got the bat.
我回来了。
Can we wipe them out? Maybe the team's still on height. In on height still too.
Look for Oaks. We need to look for Oaks.
哦，100 Thieves 赢了吧？这个位置。
Can we wipe
jump off? Come to me.
G1 被抽掉，最后跟大二最后3打3。妈。
Got one.
Wipe this guy.
One shot. Got him. I'm coming out.
哦，3打3。100 Thieves 赢了。
I'm coming to look.
Peek.
哎，干嘛掏雷？
Look, you have ult, so? You have ult on me?
No ult.
I'm swinging right.
One's on our left. On me. I hit him 20.
I'm crawling back to you guys.
啊，这个强。
No sniper ammo.
对方在等。
They can't. They don't know what's going on. Yeah.
Crawl back to this.
Yep. Look, you know watch.
Yeah.
To your right.
被听到了。
I'm sticking it.
哦，但这个侧脑啊没了。
哦，
哎，有机会吗？
You got this.
啊，被炸死了，可惜了。Dark Zero 成我们这个第4场的冠军。
Oh my goodness! And last man standing. Jin Burton, Sharky, and Zero. Dark Zero, say hello to North America yet again with their first win. But what a play from 100 Thieves.
Dark Zero 有料，前3场败给 100 Thieves， 可惜。好啦，对不起啊，都是我在赌啦，我对不起你 Dark Zero。
about what they could have done differently. That's something that we all do coming out of playing Apex, thinking about what you could be doing better, playing around the ball. Is what you heard at the very end from 100 Thieves, but still, KP, they got second place. Dark Zero, they needed that. This is a team that definitely excels on Stormpoint. They were 17th overall in the overall leaderboard before jumping into this game right now. That probably did them justice. They're probably in the top 5 at the moment after having not just that dub, but an insane game.
And I mean, Tiff, just that last moment, it could have gone either way.
我要给你们看，拍一个照给你们看。
That was tough. I'm looking at Vaxlon in particular. He's holding that angle with the Mastiff, right? He's sitting there.
他是卖饭还是卖卤肉饭的？靠呀！
Around that corner, doubles down, grabs the thermite. The moment he's deciding to switch it over, that's when Dark Zero decides to enact that push, and you just kind of get caught there. You can't do anything. And that split-second decision kind of lost them out on Vaxlon, and it's tough, right? You sit there and you can analyze so many different ways that they can approach it, but I think getting there and pushing into that, I think that was so smart for them. It's just like a couple little misplays that I think that they're going to think about now for the next 10 minutes before getting into the next game. I don't think you can kind of harp on that. I think you have to focus. GG go next. We did so good. We got second. We picked up 6 eliminations. We know we're doing right to get into the end game.
And it's scary too because Dark Zero, when they get into end games, when they're in a top 5 situation, they win a lot of those situations. Can they get
55块钱呢？55块钱长这样子。
The best in terms of closing out these final moments. That's why they've been so good on match point. That's why they've got 2 land trophies out of 3. So that is one thing to consider. 100 Thieves.
这55块钱呢
？Had a chance at that end with Scurry. Probably 2-3 bullets away from securing that win, even as a 2v3 with Dark Zero. So that was pretty impressive.
I think, Vic,
looking at that game too, two teams that we kind of said, where are you? It's time to maybe step up.
我现在来写
start taking control of the narrative.
我现在来写
Both of them stepped up there.
我的订单
It did, and they did, and Drug Free didn't do so hot on Storm Point either. They went down really early, and that's a team that we were looking at to see if they could continue on the consistency, taking 2 dubs back to back for game 1 and 2 on World's Edge, now making the transition out to Storm Point. So you have to think about their mental too for the teams that maybe got that confidence, that feeling of confidence now that they're leading the overall scoreboard that is closing the gap right now with FaZe right behind them.
餐点品质未达期待。
be able to cast that next early game 5, so I'm curious to watch that when that does happen in game 5 if they go back to it. But let's take a look at that final circle this time for everyone watching at home from Dark Zero's perspective.
上传图片，
Walk us through this, because this is the first time we'll be able to see what Dark Zero saw in that fight.
Good to know that Dark Zero's got a Kraber, 5 bullets to their name. That Dark Veil's gonna go out. You heard 100 Thieves in their comms saying we should have played around the wall, right? We should have played around that. But a couple missteps, starting with Vaxlon, getting that early kind of picked off. So I'm curious to see how we approach it from Dark Zero's perspective. They're kind of death falling together. Here comes the exhibit. They're able to try and navigate around that. It's really smart to kind of get rid of that
开始对话，要附照片也要附照片啊！正在为你连接客服人员中，请稍后。你好，我是富 Panda 的客服专员心意，很高兴为你服务，请稍等，让我为你确认状况。这个卤肉饭。 这个卤肉饭的卤肉
，They did look like they were scrambling a bit. I mean, if you look at 100 Thieves, it felt like more cohesive, like planned movement. Just that mistake from Vaxlon. You know, Zero, Sharky, Jim Burton felt like they kind of just walked into a good situation, and that goes to show sometimes. It may feel like a masterclass on one side. It might be a disaster on the other side, and that's why it looks so good. And vice versa. It might look really good on the other side, and it looks even better on the other side. So that's one of those things that we have to consider. You got to have both perspectives to put it all into perspective. For the points, well, let's go look at them. After 4, it's going to be Dark Zero with a beautiful win here. 25 points, 13 kills. Now that's coming back into the mix. With 100 Thieves, Glitch, Energy, Complexity, and Diverge rounding out the top 5. Vicky.
Yeah, what I'm surprised to see is the second half.
这个卤肉饭的卤肉比我钱包里的钱还少。
Right now here for this game 4, our first map on Storm Point. How have the other teams been faring right now? Because it's been a little bit of a shakeup. TSM.
叔叔，我刚上完大夜就来看你了，一听到你的声音我就精神抖擞，十分兴奋了。Rest their pride, rest their pride, rest their pride.
For these final circles, they keep going down around 11, 12 place out here, but they're getting the KP necessary, NRG as well. Unfortunately, dropping down early right next to Meat Lovers.
Series results in front of you, right about now. Drug Free stays in the lead. Can you believe it? Those 2 games making a lot of work. FaZe got the win as well. Tip and
平常我叫外送
up into the top 5 next to Glitch Energy.
I mean, look, this is pretty exciting, but I
好，他给了我一张40块钱的优惠券。
Drug free. So I said the same thing with Fire Beavers. You know, they kicked off map number 1 with 30 points over in EMEA. And then they went on to win 3 games in total on EMEA. Drug Free now going to have to win that early game contest.
这样这个15块钱我还能接受。
Against AJC if they want to stand a chance at putting some points on the board. And if you want to approach it kind of safely and coast.
你撞那个蛋，那颗蛋是要另外买的，好不好？
Then you can't go down.
那个蛋是要另外买的，你以为这颗蛋？ 不要看这颗蛋，这个东西55块钱，这个东西55块钱 ，Hello。
And I believe 16th or maybe 17th position.
这个东西55块钱。
However, the top 5 looking real good, led by a team no one expected to be there today. Drug Free. They've held on with 4 points in the last 2 games. Another big one could probably set them up to win the day. That would be historic.
超盘呢，好吃吗？我还没吃啊。我是觉得看起来一点都不好吃啊。
When we come back, Game 5.
这个不是，它这个不要叫卤肉饭，对不对？它如果叫卤肉风味饭，对不对？我还能接受。是不是在叫？但这个叫卤肉饭太过分了吧？ 我来吃吃看，等下我来吃吃看，我来吃我看吃一口试试看。他说他的品名叫焦香卤肉饭哦。它就是那种很正常的卤肉饭，就是肥肉卤的还蛮嫩的。但是这个卤肉真的有够少。椒香不是那个椒了，那个花椒的椒了。哪里有肥肉？这里啊，这个是肥肉啊。太扯了，这家好盘哦，好过分哦。让你气到那个焦香的焦，气到那个都焦了。其实我跟你讲，我常叫外送，真的台北叫外送超贵。就你没有100多块钱是解决不了一餐。
Why aren't you drinking one right now?
I don't know because the sugar-free is my favorite, and I would love to be kind of led by just Uncrustables and Monster Energy to kind of send out these gas. Not gonna lie.
I don't think it works unless.
而且叫外送会让你意识到一点，
right now on
去店里面吃真的好吃。
And I think everyone's gonna agree with me on that. Vicky, you're no stranger to Monster. You're no stranger to high energy. I think this is a good opportunity for people in the chat and people at home watching to realize high energy moment right now. Games 5, Game 6. We're turning up the heat. This is it. This is North America. Day 1. This is setting the tone. I need some thoughts. We're getting ready for Game 5. Lobby's loading up.
对啊，200啊，晚餐抓200，没问题啊。
You know, we're going to look at some stats as well from some of these.
所以我那时候
you know, take the conversation where you will.
最近那个椅子不是在跟馆长互喷吗
？Or what we're seeing from a meta perspective. I'll start with you, Tiff.
All of the above. I'm just excited.
椅子不是在跟200那个馆长互吵嘛，然后说什么那个220那个便当，我觉得那拌便当看起来挺好吃的啊。那个卖220还好吧？我其实觉得还好我觉得。它肉挺多的啊。那个外送叫220，我一定叫啊。我知道他是为了凑而凑啦，但是就那个还好吧。馆长那便当看一下，馆长烧肉便当。
网红直播主馆长陈之汉近期跨足了餐饮业，一份烧肉便当要价220元。可以看到啊，虽然分量还蛮大的，但是呢，价格还是引起了网友讨论，被酸说这根本是割韭菜吧？
看这个哪里有？干卖个便当220就是割韭菜哦。
分析价位其实还算合理。
那卖课程的怎么办？
卖限量100个，吸引大批的粉丝前往朝圣。
打开便当盖，除了香肠、卤蛋配菜，一旁还有脆皮烧肉。馆长陈之汉副业多，除了卖衣服、开健身房，近期更跨足餐饮业，卖起便当，试卖限量100个，吸引粉丝排起长长人龙。
今天是特地提早来这边排队。
那看起来很好吃啊，220还好吧？我觉得还好哎。
便当被嫌贵，
我觉得挺合理的、啊。我觉得我看不出来哪里有问题啊。
我们实际测量，烧肉足有5两重。
实际一称，烧肉比馆长号称的4两重更多。虽然分量十足，但要价220元，被部分网友很酸，根本是割韭菜。不过实际请其他自助餐业者来估算成本，光特制烧肉就要60元左右，卤蛋也要9元，2样蔬菜15元，豆干10元，香肠15元，加起来成本就破100，还要算上包装、工钱、房租、水电等等。业者
还有那个、还有酱的包装也要那个、
这鸡蛋也上了哈，我觉得220应该很合理。
你说很贵，我觉得真的没有。
是被骂翻了，肉才变多的，不然之前超少。
利润我们只能抓到30。
馆长也直呼菜色都是真材实料，烧肉还吹冷气，2天做1条。纵使制作画面掀起热议，但还是有粉丝买单。不过接下来，
我跟你讲，要烧这种东西，还不如去烧健康餐呢。
因为另一头公评会将
健康餐更盘吧
规范，如果设有广告不实，最重罚2500万。
这个是非常有必要做的，因为其实我也
健康餐有那种超扯的，有那种300-400的，你知道吗？就是那种什么煮个鸡肉，那个什么 那个我随便找一个，等下我找一个健康餐。我先找一下。我们看一下有没有哪里有那个 menu， 这里怎么样？有一些健康餐还蛮便宜的，可是有些超贵的。我想给你们看那种超贵的，有那种200-300，然后它也就是水煮蔬菜，然后那个
3个月叔叔，
然后给你煎个牛排这样子，超级无敌贵。你看我随便选哦，我随便选台北外带餐盒，纯净时代 Pure Era， 炙烧牛肩小排餐盒288，松露烤鸡腿排餐盒288，烧烤石螺鲑鱼排餐盒261，然后就长这样子啊。你看波波明太子鸡腿就长这样，就这样。这个我的意思就是，我说馆长那个220根本就不贵，好不好？真的很认真。这个还蛮便宜的，这个还蛮便宜的。能量小姐这个也蛮便宜的，有一些很贵了，有一些很便宜了。健康餐就是看那个餐点啊，这个就超贵，你看，这个就挺贵的。特选版低脂鸡胸樱桃鸭双拼。餐盒299，应该是这个。哦，这个还蛮便宜的，柚香猪里脊99。开始了吗？开始了，等一下。
I mean, right now with drug free going inside the armory, there's nobody really looking and staking out the banner.
没有，我觉得还我有吃过健康餐啊。其实你吃的时候不会觉得它不好吃，但是就是你没办法吃很多，就是你可能今天吃一餐，再吃第二餐就不行，就会觉得很腻。
Yes, they could go back and decide to grab that. Sure, at least they're not necessarily camping the banner underneath. But think of how just in the open it is, sitting underneath the Mirage Etoile. You'd have to be very quick and nimble about it.
就是我的意思就是，馆长那个东西根本就没什么好烧的。客观来讲。
Up and alive right now. Nice to note some early contention right now happening in Stormpoint. Complexity out. We can see the overall squads left. We can see where the circle's also going to be pulling over to the west side right now. Look how contested the north side of Mill and Down Beast is. We have seen circles pull towards the fence line on the south side of Down Beast, but sometimes rotating there is very scary. Especially if you don't have a bunker down character. I can imagine the likes of also the swap over to the Catalyst. AGC losing out on the Valkyrie, though. You highlighted it perfectly. Out in the open underneath that armory, you do have both still alive, at least with the smoke grenades. Oriolis also still alive here, too. Gonna be able to get that scan, but time is of the essence as we tune into the other side by Down Beast. It's Sentinels making their rotation, getting pinged by a charge rifle. I wouldn't be surprised if that's Sweet in the distance.
Ooh, Sweet, an absolute nuisance with that charge rifle, but I mean, it doesn't even matter. You can find your information, you can look through like halfway across the DOI with the Scout Sentinels. They're going to focus on prioritizing their rotation, taking to the sky to try and avoid all the poking and pressure from Down Beast, but Rambo just getting annihilated, falling incredibly low, and at that point, I feel like if the Valk is gonna fall low, you want everyone on your team to kind of separate away from you, because if you're all connected to the Valk and the Valk gets knocked, you're going to fall. Keon instead is the one that's going to get prodded from guild at a distance with the Nemesis.
What's extra unfortunate here
其实我就觉得有时候觉得蛮好笑的，而且大家每次都是拿这些小子在烧。
Now they're playing split up. Energy's trying to capitalize. Yeah, we'll get off on the high ground. We got a knock already. We know that they're playing split up here too. We know that there's other teams in the distance, so they could just try to.
他们要不要去高级餐厅？我懂了，因为那个大部分的那个民众都是吃这些东西，然后觉得这个东西平常我才吃多少钱，然后很贵。然后我是觉得那些什么米其林餐厅啊，什么那些什么高级餐厅在卖的才一份随便炒一个菜700-800、800-900。
Specifically, TSM that was already in the middle of rotating away from the wall.
That's my charge rifle, a nice purple stock with a 4x.
那个如果真的要讲的话，那个就是对比下来那个才应该烧一烧。
So Nathan doing work from top of down beast, but it's TSM that has made their way just underneath and has been continuously on their rotating path. The last we saw for them, they were just making their way into north.
我是觉得人家明码标价，对不对？啊，你不吃就不吃嘛，就这样子嘛，又没人拿着那个东西逼你买，对吧？我觉得这个东西我觉得还蛮有趣的。虽然这个都是就是民众的那种就是客家闲聊的这个饭后茶余聊天的话题。
Thinking about Lanimals that have actually been slowing down their own gameplay. Rather aggressive team now, playing more by the edge currently on the north side where no other teams are. TSM gets scanned by that survey beacon. Team getting all the information to see who's within the vicinity right now.
Well, I mean, the fact is they've made it into a building on the outskirts. Now are going to be able to hold out any team that wants to try and make their rotation towards that building. But 100 Thieves whipping the trident around, getting a little whiskey. There is some crafting up ahead.
最近最盘的不是 Hollow In 的咖啡吗？你不要讲那种什么动画联名啊，什么 YouTuber 联名的那种东西，什么女仆咖啡厅或者是咖啡厅，超级爆干贵的好不好？然后就送你一个那个。杯垫这样子之类的。然后有更多地方应该，如果要真的认真讲的话，比如说什么机场的食物，然后那种观光胜地的食物，那些才是真的应该烧的吧？那些是真的是那个去抬价，然后就是反正你不买我这里没有地方可以给你吃东西，所以就故意把那个价格卖超贵，那种才应该烧吧。
Incredibly low. He puts down the portal. Let's see where they're going to be able to go to close in that gap.
I mean, this is typically what I've seen happen in scrims. Lou does take a lot of that damage early, often getting isolated by himself. And that's okay, right? Utilizing Wraith to go ahead and move forward, scout placement, try to get a cheeky LOS and maybe cause a little bit of disruption in your pushes. But something that they've been really good at doing is having clear comms. Lou giving that initial call outs, Alb kind of going in for those counter calls and trying to provide some insight as well. And you just really have to trust each other, and their ability to reset has been impeccable. The fact of the matter is we just haven't necessarily seen it pan out.
有一说一，观光景点的东西是真的把观光客当盘子学，对吧？我觉得那才是该烧的。
Out of scrims, it was how is that going to pan out? They've been working with Alex as their analyst and kind of coach, and I've been really excited. I thought that this team was going to come in strong, but they are going to learn a lot from this. Now, mind you, this team is still together. Lou coming back from kind of taking a little bit of time off, and you just got to think.
除了知道 Mr. Beast 的汉堡在台湾有卖，我知道啊。可是我有去看那个我们椅子评价说不好吃啊，你们说不好吃啊，很贵啊。他那种是云端厨房，你知道吗？他现在有一种做法就是那个阿神汉堡也是用一样的方式，就是找店家跟你合作，然后做你的菜单，然后外送给别人，没有实体店面，只能叫外送这样子。TSM 哦，前队友啊，巴里达冲过来，先把 Raps 给打残，然后 Naughty 直接过来把 Verhouse 给锁烂。哇！前队友暴打现队那个 TSM，Imperial 号被原点的 Exit 给收掉，那这样子 TSM 这场可能又要没了。剩下 Raps。
Finish onto Verholes, but it's a Vexies over there as well that's going to take down House. So there's a multitude of teams here that are kind of causing havoc, and Lanimals being able to play the inside of this building and out is going to keep them in cover.
basically funneling them into where we were talking about is super congested right now. North side of Mill, look at this as well.
不标价的店真的很讨厌。我觉得不管怎么样都写不标价也好，实价你也要去跟别人讲。不标价是真的超靠北。所以我才觉得说那些什么阿唐咸粥啊，什么馆长那些烧肉啊，至少他就跟你讲他多少钱，然后那个东西也摆在那边给你看，你不买就不买。
Well, you gotta think of FaZe and Glitch Energy that are looking to put a staple on match day #1 for themselves. FaZe currently sitting in 3rd with 42 points, sitting relatively
他态度也超差，对那些观光店的那个人就是那种就是啊，你不买就不买啦，不要那边瞎鸡巴问啊那种。
Still make sure that you're focusing on keeping that and focusing forward. CCE in the distance trying to kind of take a little bit of engagement with FaZe, but they need to prioritize that rotation because they're going to get gate kept.
Let's see where they're going to end up going here. FaZe, a team that also has been pretty consistent today. Really coming through, sitting in the top 3. 2 points away from Glitch Energy, who have also been finding themselves in the top 3, top 5, cleaning up some KP. CCE, though, the opposite could be said. They're unfortunately sitting at the very bottom of the overall standings, 20th place with 3 points to their name. So that's why you see them playing a little bit more patiently. A bit of an aggressive
这场强度很高，对啊。北美现在看起来，我真没看欧洲，但是北美现在看起来超级无敌难打的，每一个都是感觉就是那种 LGS 季后赛等级，就是那个整体的打起来的感觉，超级无敌强。
The moves that I see are the initial charge rifle knock, that like 3 to 9 damage that gets initially hit, followed by the boom. You're trying to dodge that, but Optic over here.
东南亚还好吧？东南亚昨天看起来还蛮，就是跟之前稍微比之前强一点。
The rooftop on top of them. You can see Native in the other building on the outskirts of the right. So teams that have made their way into this zone, it can be incredibly challenging based upon where it's going to pull. Will it kind of encompass that outer northern edge of the mill, just kind of a little tidbit of it? Meanwhile, look at Frex popping off in the right there, 100 Thieves going out.
That's huge for FaZe. That probably gave them enough points now to secure 2nd place. They are riding out since we don't want any of that business. Okay.
撞车了 FaZe， 完蛋了！
A bit of a tricky spot though.
哇，这什么出车祸啦？这个车怎么卡在那里啊？
叔叔早安
，open ground with the water. Alright, they're sending out the wall. Alright, they're still jumping into the trident. Okay, well, better be safe than sorry.
左边有人在开回去。
Oh, that was so close. They managed to get away. I think that may be Glory. We saw them on the high ground originally here too. But now up and just go right back, reset. But they have to watch out with the other squad that's still trying to pin them down. That has the Mad Maggie.
This is going to be a rather tough rotation for FaZe. You saw them already utilize that Dark Veil. You know it's got a 2-minute cooldown, despite we're not sure if they have any ult excels and if they're going to be hitting that. Snipe Down does have the Skyward Dive, which is a great backup to kind of focus on.
RKM 被放倒以后，剩下 Ramp 跟 Keon 在卡，这是前的 guard 哦，就是转队转到 Sentinel。有被 Sentinel 牵下来。TSM 这边 Ramp 也被抓到仅17出局，灵魂。
Officially, that's huge. Going out so early once again. It's important to know.
哇 ，Sentinels 也被收掉。这里来到模仿内部的是 FaZe Clan 哦。
哇，找到一个不错的位置。They survived a lot longer than we were expecting, considering the fact that they were split up at the very beginning of their Skyward Dive initiation to rotate into that next circle. They were pinged by NRG earlier. They get finished off. NRG is still frying AJC. The squad that was able to finish off TSM with Reps being the last one alive, they're able to get taken down right now too. While FaZe is going to hold on to this building and the Seer exhibition goes up, let's jump into a listening with FaZe to see what their next moves are going to be.
I'm watching this swing. I'm watching this swing.
I'm scanning.
世界冠军陨落嘛，还行吧。
They're all there. They're all there still.
就是这个算是那个常规赛，会打很多周啊。
Yes, give me 1 second.
第一周绕赛还行，就跟 NBA 一样。
Yeah, yes, they're right outside it.
They're southeast. They're southeast somewhere.
开季5连败，后面10连胜。
0-4.
Yes, they ran southeast. They ran southeast.
Give me one back. Give me one back.
整个
Listen, I need to play aggressive. Can you guys play double cover and just like watch the doors? I need to see if it's fucking what we can do.
我想问一下，说要看赛区，
You want me to grab this door? You want me to grab that door?
那个
Yeah, I'd rather you grab the door to be honest.
好像已经有算了。
Okay, I don't have the middle door. I don't have the middle door.
Right here. Just hold second floor door. Just hold it.
Yeah, I am.
就根据季后赛的表现去增加名额，反正东南亚是没变的，北美好像多一个名额，还多2个名额。
I don't know. Just let Phony do his thing over there. Okay.
I'm thinking. You're good.
Chill for a second. I have wall again, but.
第一次训练赛都打很好，应该讲说也可能当天乱流啊，运气不太好啊之类的。他们前几场有几场就是真的硬被推，运气不太好。
He's not gonna have it. He's not gonna.
Can we look to try to fight this team across maybe? Can we just all triple swing this and then come back if things go to bad?
We need to break this fence.
Swing it. Back.
哦，这怎么飞起来了？哇，白给啊 ！Dramatic Life 啊， 飞起来直接坠击。
Look at that.
I'm going in.
You canceled it.
用 Q 取消对方拉人。
Swing for middle.
Hey, I'm with you.
I'm nading.
Nice nade.
I'm throwing nades.
直接冲过来推华生，那这样应该100%赢。啊，另外一组哇，完蛋了。然后 Daniel 反打，这边 snipe 到，杀掉一只，全部收掉，但这里肯定要扛黄雀哦。
Fuck, man. Was there another team or did I just get fucking?
No, you just got rolled. Yeah,
I just got fucking baited, bro.
没有另外一队哦，他只是单纯被腐烂而已。
Pop a med kit if anything.
You should give me armor.
Yeah, Valko. There's Valko here. Valko on this left side. Right here.
I have it right here. Right here. This is where we have to go.
起飞，打起来。
No, you're good. No, you're good, bro. Not
没办法。
Hey boys,
NRG 抓到起飞的人，然后再卡左侧的队伍。这边 Sweet 到风暴点也换成了邦加罗尔，所以没注意到左边有人，完蛋了！哇，有点衰。这里是 Nathan 跟 Glade 2打1，把 CC 给收掉，但 Sweet 被编掉了。这边看一下有没有复活台可以拿。
Yeah, pulling Guild off low, but now moving on to the Catalyst. Quite interesting here for NRG, and is going to be mission critical for them to potentially navigate.
没声音，他现在已经是 No audio， 为什么左边没有 audio？
We pull further and further outside of Mill, but look at your map for winners. Dark Zero sitting really pretty inside that building that is just looking towards the north of NRG. Glory has been holding this rooftop area, capitalized by the Watson Jetty.
我看到左边那个有人在那个当水鬼啊，那边怎么会有一个在那个角落的队伍啊
？Optic Gaming also on the other side playing on the low ground right now. Dark Zero, like you mentioned, still alive. Energy just came out on top after that fight. They've been fragging out since they made their way on the top of Down Beast. Guild alone with that charge rifle was putting in the work.
有复活台哦，那这样 Sweet 可以叫下来，应该有时间填饱。我自己倒觉得推拉机在风暴点蛮强。
Act as insurance, and they're just actually going to prioritize positioning. Energy's going to be able to get Sweet right back in.
I mean, talk about prioritizing positioning. You got Team Diverge nestled between a rock and a hard place, just biding their time and letting the other teams fight before they decide to kind of make a move into the third party. Sweet holding back, still not moving in. You've got Dark Zero already made a play for the next building. Nathan and Guild mirrored the
欧洲的那个 Element 6很喜欢玩那个生命线啊，生命线加亡灵之前的亡灵放大过去，然后生命线丢个 Q 在那个亡灵图层，回来快速回血。我觉得他们在搞而已。在高点位，哦，看到人垃圾喽。人垃圾压力很大，要进圈。那一粉直接推到人家脸上，哇！那一粉直接放倒一只，哎。但自己也死掉了，被 Sharky 侧倒枪线打掉。然后高点位的 Glory 给 NRG 很大的压力，这里反而是 Dark Zero 先扛不住了。上场的冠军这边仅右出局，哇！这边 Glade， 你这个爬什么意思？失误了。然后这边 Sleepy Panda 再被 Protectful 给收掉，那一粉拉起来了，那这样 NRG 有机会 reset。这里 Optic 看到对方在拉人，下去想要阻止这个拉人的行为。对，但 Glerson 被编掉了，现在剩下 Sweet 一个人了，那一粉也被 Renock。这样的话 ，Glory 这场不可能不吃哎。 Optic 会被逼的跟 TD 去打，然后 NRG 就看Sweet 能活多久了。
Going to have to start moving in 6 seconds. You see that ring pull is going to pull them directly.
Glory 这个输了可以去歇付了，我觉得。可以 say 扑咕。
This is insane right now.
现场表演自杀。
Playing off the little sliver of cover that this fence line provides. Native has them in their sights. Glory has them in their sights. They want to finish on this knocked player.
这里 Sweet 被3个人一直看。
They finish off that one player.
再换个假 Sweet。
Taking care of Nathan.
Sweet 跑到空白位丢个烟还是死掉了。现在看一下 Optic 正下方互打 Native。 Playing 的这个精进小帮手，这时候 Optic 出去切了一个墙，这个墙很有料啊。催化剂改变这个尾圈战局，但这个墙也快要没了。没办法，这个墙应该没办法撑到就是这个高点位没圈。墙掉下来，墙掉下来了 ，Optic 这边完全是裸位。 这边 Glory 也下来，从侧脑枪线把 Native Gaming 打到剩1只，现在3打1打1。但是 Protectful 也残血了，幸好换到甲。现在最后2队 Dropped 1打2，有机会吗？被2个人推过来 ，Glory 顺利的拿下第5场的冠军。 不会太早强吗？不会啊。刚刚没有更好的时间点强啊，再更晚强他们也是被打烂啊。Optic 那边已经打得蛮不错的，就只是高点位的圈太久了。那个墙放得很好，那墙放得很好啊，不然 Optic 本来就可能活不到第2名啊。那墙很棒，很棒哦。 看一下这样子总分，哇，总分居然是 Face Clan 爬到了第1名哎 ，Face Clan 50分在第1名，然后那个2场吃鸡的 Drug Free 在第2名 ，Glitch Energy 稳定的发挥47分排在第3 ，NRG 靠着刚刚的一个高击杀分跟刚刚这个高排位，这边第4名40分 ，Dark Zero 也凭借了1场冠军37分排在第5名 ，Optic Gaming 33分第6名 ，100 Fix 30分排在第7名。 然后刚刚靠着那把冠军的 Glory 呢，也顺利的从第18名直接跃升到了第11名哦。等等，先点4个月啊。
Time you have to pull out to the water, out into the open, and a lot of these teams not utilizing something that's going to have them find success. Optic, you know, that dark veil helped them for 30 seconds, but the moment it went down, it was an all-out bloodbath.
请问有人可以解答 Battlefield 的赛事流程怎么看吗？没关系啊，我会写在日程这边，就看我这一就好。贴身间蛮凉的。有人说啊，我其实觉得整体来说，我不会觉得贴身打得不好，我只会觉得他们很衰而已。
It's nice that they were able to close out that game number 5 because before that game, I think they were sitting in 19th in the end part of the overall standing. So that's going to be a great.
请问今天还有毒奶环节吗？
8KP by the end of that. Something that's really good to note is if you feel like you can get a win here in a stacked lobby as such, it can really boost your confidence moving forward. So I think that is something that we need to look at a lot. Is for some of these teams that you may not immediately look at the list of 20 teams that are playing in the lobby and be like, oh, they're going to win. It's like, no, they just did. They just won. They've shown you that they know how to do it. And now it's doing it again and again. And then just all of these early game fights, I thought it was really great. Glad to see Drug Free pick up an initial KP off that contestant, then electing to move forward. Granted, they still went out a little earlier than I would have liked, but the moves from FaZe, with their rotations, trying on the Trident Vicky, it not panning out, having your backup plan.
Liquipedia 还蛮清楚的 ，Liquipedia 我可以教你怎么看。就 Liquipedia， 比如说你要看北美的，对不对？你就从这里就是有这个 LGS Global Series、Build to Pro League， 好，你要看美国的好了，这边 NA 点进来，然后到 Matches 就是比赛，你可以右键直接翻译成中文，它应该是这样子，可以这样子。然后就第一天你看就今天嘛，你就再去第二天，然后你就按这里这个 I 就知道是什么时候。好像不能，好像不能翻译。他就会写说，你看3月13号就是明天早上7点。然后 Day 3， 3月19号早上7点。
Really put that extra staple on it, but here are your match 5 results. You said it best. 8 eliminations for Glory, 20 points on that game, but
腰射步枪要是被改烂，极近距离一定腰射比较强啦。开镜你自己的移动速度会变低啊，除非你要开镜关镜开镜关镜。
Absolutely beautiful throughout that end game.
除非你是手把仔，手把仔可能会开镜直接把你锁烂，这是两回事。
You know that's where the nitty gritty gets really down with it with some of these teams because a lot of these teams know where they stand in the overall standings and with there being two.
近距离开镜有时候会怕人家一个身法跟不到，因为一般来说，键盘滑鼠的那个灵敏度不会调那么高。
NRG, they started off incredibly strong on down beast. They were putting in the pressure. They finished off with 8 KP. But something that I am still surprised to see, Tiff, on the other side of this page, look who we have here.
Oh man, TSM is how
TSM 第几名啊？仅19，哈哈！酸民要出动了哦！世界冠军就这，好真菜啊！ Sentinels 也很惨吧？哇，刚被签到 Sentinels， 然后 Sentinels 原本很强哎，你要想原本上一届 Sentinels 其实常规赛打的是不错的，上届打的不错的，现在直接仅18，这两个紧张喽老哥。哎，北美第3。 北美第1长这样子，我没记错，我记得上次等高还是北美第1。
And look at the overall top 5 leaderboard, Tiff. This is crazy. I mean, top 4 in general is so close. That 7-point difference between NRG and Glitch Energy still staying consistent out here. Drug free, they were at 47 points after those first 2 games. They've been pretty quiet since then.
北美第3，分赛1北美第3，跟分赛1北美第1，一个仅19，一个仅18。
all the way now backed up to first. So even though there's not a huge gap between themselves and Drug Free, this is still a great way to end game number 5 to kind of set up the stage for game number 6 on how they should play.
Well, that's what I've got my eyes set on. It's going to be game number 6, but first we're going to
cut
to a quick break. But
TSM
don't go anywhere. Maybe grab some popcorn, get some hydration, because when we come back, our final match.
不过我就觉得 Apex 这个游戏版就会长这样子，你一天不顺的时候就会长这样。 有时候跟你的角色没什么关系啊。TSM 当然有自己的失误，但就是很多是我看他们今天是更衰了。Sentinels 就是有点团战打不过的感觉。KSM 还是强队，应该讲说北美这边没有弱队，北美这个没有弱队，很扯。东南亚你还是可以抓出几个就是在搞耍的，抓出1、2个在搞耍的。北美这次是真的完全没弱队，没有弱队，很扯。哪队？直接有一个名字叫做东南亚，直接有一个名字叫做仅20。 仅20 guarantee 的保底仅20，哪里？这三个搞耍的。
WD Black, the official storage partner of the Apex Legends Global Series.
你看 Hammer Guard 昨天是2个人。 然后，这几队不知道怎么回事。他们这2个人5分，我能理解了。
Just the most minimal break humanly possible, but welcome back, guys. It is game number 6 about to be underway for the North American match day.
强度还是有差吗？真的强度差蛮多的。这次北美真的强度高很多。
rotation in the history thus far that we've experienced. Vicky, I mean, drug free kicking it off with the 2 map wins on World's Edge. FaZe coming in and rounding out that last map on World's Edge, but then it was Dark Zero and Glory kind of taking home 2 victories there for Stormpoint. What do we have in store for us for game?
哦，第5场开跳，而且我觉得这一次不管是东南亚赛区还是北美赛区，对不对？他们的这个比赛之间的间隔变短很多，观赛体验很舒服，视角也带得不错。
Game 4, they got 7th place, but they obtained 6 KP to their name, or rather 3 KP to their name, which gave them 6 points. So FaZe being in that #1 spot, but not by far with Drug Free right behind them by 2 points. It's been insane so far. Now we get to see our drop spots here for our final game. I'm expecting to see that early 50-50 like we have been seeing in Mirage Etoile.
Ooh, look where that circle is going to be favoring. I'm looking straight towards.
今年赛季有拉长吗？你看，我说今年赛季才是回归原本 LGS 该有的样子。1年2个季后赛，1个冠军赛，很像特战英豪，你懂吗？特战英豪那种就是大师赛跟冠军赛的感觉。这里。
The live and die fight.
Drug free 就要撞点，2个都跳渔场，但是为了渔场的这个争夺权，所以一定要先跳这个高点位的幻象之旅。有点忘了这个东西 ，Mirage for Voice 的中文叫什么？不管了，就叫它幻象蹦迪了。
An incoming arc star, but not going to do any real damage. Sure, Impulse gets tagged up a little bit.
哦，侧边115，直接把对方打到低点位。要不要跳一波？这里骚手先跳下来了，但是被打烂。被拉侧脑，完蛋了！这边反而是骚手白给。虽然打出了 血量的优势，但这个烟反而把战场分隔开了。那 Drug Free 尴尬了，尴尬了，老哥。反正 AJC 成功把血量拉起来。
Just basically disengage. If I'm AJC at this point, I want to continue on my life. I want to play my game. I don't want to let it go on out here. At this point, chalk the 30.
哇 ，Asura 也没打到人。
30-30. What's my math?
这里有机会抓到他，这样子的话回到2打2。
Sometimes if the 4th party comes in, it makes all the sense, all right?
打好久，我这应该被晃了。
33.
That's how you know when they're trying to wrap around. That's also how you know when a fight is taking way too long, like this one is right here. Nobody's coming in to contest them, but FaZe easily can if they wanted to kind of take their time to rotate outside of their usual rotation. Get involved in the fight. Nice crack with the 30-30. AJC
罗瑞 DSL 加速位置，哇，自己打到残血 ，Bolt 绕了一个侧脑位，要死了啊，可惜了。那这样的话 ，Drug Free 1打2的一个绝境，而且对方有机会拉人。
I'm out. Like I'm thinking my match day as a whole, right?
哇，他们现在已经很不爽，就是明明第一波打了这么大优势，但是没有利用这个优势打出好的位。1打1，等一下，不一定哦，直接踹吗？直接踹。啊，没了，没办法了，没赢。Drug Free 仅20，AJC 打赢了。
Nice follow-up out here, which means Drug Free probably won't hold on to their top 3 spot for long, being the first squad to go down in this final lobby. They had a really strong start, Tiff, but unfortunately, they're going to be the first squad to go down here on Storm Point.
Bro, Vicky, bro, if I'm like for top 3 on the day, I'm gonna land somewhere else. I'm gonna take the back of Fish Farms, bro. I'm not gonna go up on Mirage Etoile. It's not that deep. I don't care. I can find some different weapons on Fish Farms and maybe rotate out and hit IMC Armory and get my smart loot. But enough of that. They're down and out. AJC has won it once again. 2
这里 100 feet
on store point for that contest, but 100 Thieves
来
have
到
made
瀑布
their
野
way
区。
into Cascades, getting those crafting materials and looking to hit the replicator, maybe work on leveling up those
前几
shields,
场的赌
getting
没
some
办法，他们
well
其实
needed bats.
应该要打赢的啦
You know, we've got
他
a
们那个
long
一个打
haul
100
with a lot of the
一个
teams are
一个打
making
100
their
一个打
way
100
towards
直
the
接跳下去
city
干他
just
就好了
south of
他们想太多了
North Pad.
他们应该是后卫没有直接下去打
Sharky with the charge rifle still remaining a menace out here. Not only building up those Evo shields, but finding the knock.
话说我吃东西超慢的，特别是在看东西的时候，我吃东西超级
We have
慢。
all the space in the world.
细嚼慢
Optic
咽。
Gaming on the other side of the building too. Not with their own Watson fences, but they got the catalyst again here. Drop getting some extra information and a nice gold nemesis to work with.
I mean, look. That's not a bad looting progress there. If you were going to find some fun things over in Down East, a gold nemesis is something that I would want. Not Daniel, 3x on the charge rifle, farming that white shield, 94 left until it hits blue.
这个圈看起来是野兽聚集处的圈。
Showing here for LTC, currently 17 overall in the day. They've had some really good moments of success and just kind of trying to
EP 呢？解散去卖卤味了。杰伦家多了一个柔宇跟 EP 当这个员工。30年以后成为20年以后成为这个杰伦卤味帝国。
McLovin, especially always McLovin.
Love how you have to highlight McLovin.
You can't not highlight McLovin.
It's true. It's true. And the way that he's set up right now, over to the side with his purple Evo, he's got the Watson gen. He's looking to serve up the Happy Meal on the other side of those fence lines, but they're not going to be giving up this space. I mean, look at the outer perimeter. Everybody could see that there's a squad already in there. You don't need to take the skyward dive and expose one of those players to note that yourself. Lanimals being on the outside though, on top of these rocks, right in front of TSM. They're playing on the edge of the circle. Be nice to see if we could get maybe
TSM 打一个对圈边的位置，因为他们是从障壁下来的。
So many teams already making their way to North Pad. You can imagine right now that it's going to get congested. Thinking about the bunker spots. Exiting out of checkpoint, north through that choke point, exiting out of down beast. That's going to be a highly contested spot. So
TSM 跟 Lanimals 互看欸，我都奇怪这两个位置好近哦。
You already see Madness not wasting any time to start rotating in that direction.
This is very interesting, right?
野兽
checkpoint
藏身处的
dead
圈
center of that zone, and then
会在这里
NRG have already left through the choke point and are looking to play that outer edge of the next zone. So if you see NRG leaving their drop spot POI when it's almost in the center of that current zone, you know that they're calling it to
像 Lanimals 要绕一个大圈回去
So you kind of go to look. Land very much on the outskirts
这场可以
of
看
that
TSM，
zone,
里面应该没什么故事，这场可以看 TSM。他们要去卡好狠哦！他们要去卡 Lanimals， 他们看到他们移动了。
We can craft, yes. I have 2 minutes though, so we gotta make it quick.
Ready to craft? I have 2 bats.
哦，没有啊，他们只要去做东西而已。
I don't think we fucking do it here. Oh, I think you just want to craft our armor before you run into somebody. It's the purple armor, bro. Like right now, you have a bunch of crafting.
Yeah, like 200.
Yeah, you just craft our armors and then we go to zone.
Yeah, both of you drop your armors. I can do both at once.
Here, turn around.
Get over here.
Replicator right here.
I'm gonna go look and hold.
Yeah, this thing could just mirror us.
Yeah, they might, but I don't see why they would. Might be looking for a kills.
我还没注意到他们确实在 mirror 你们哦。
It might come from the gas. I'm looking right now.
啊，有意思，他有意思，他现在不在看那个圈外。
We don't have a lot of time, so we gotta make this quick.
13。
Let's go.
在南平月剩3月啊。
Have a minute. There's no map room for us to hit, but unless we go negative rotate.
这个超难进，他们几乎是被卡死的情况了，因为野兽造成出一个最难进的圈。全部要进的方式都是窄口，你看，就是那个北部平台窄口，模仿窄口或者是记录点窄口，就3个地方能进。
Yeah, but I don't know if I don't even play in there.
然后在这种比赛中，那个野兽炸弹处会，然后野兽炸弹处的那个窄口进去又是白给位，所以就很难。现在 TSM 应该是最外围的队伍。
If it doesn't look like it's anything worth it, then we just go low checkpoint, low ground checkpoint if we can.
I don't see anyone in the armory.
北美应该讲说蛮多队都不拿瓦基的。我自己是觉得瓦基还是很强。
I think we're good unless they're ratting.
People on this side of checkpoint, like on the outside, I think.
Nothing on scan.
Let's get to the buildings now before this team comes here.
Rockhold north.
这一圈不会难进啊，第二圈就只是再下圈的话，应该就 TSM 要。
Coming down the hill here, free kills, free 3-man kills.
40 on 60 on 1.
Nade the fuck out of them there.
I'm nading that.
And cue that.
That's a bat.
They're running.
I'm reloading my gun. I cracked one. He's still in that corner. They're down to another team.
Flash on him.
击杀被拿走了。
Has a nade for this guy or not?
I'm watching our back.
Well, you guys are both watching our back. There's one more kid here.
I do not have a nade.
烟左边。
I hit him for 100.
Nading that.
You got a sentinel? I'm pounding back.
Get the kill.
Watch our back. What do you need to watch our back?
You heard that?
No, that's a one guy they're trying to kill.
They res northeast of us. Res northeast.
Okay, can you finish that, Evans?
Yep.
I'm coming back.
Enemy removed from the data pool. Reloading.
I'm looking at this.
你要知道这些队伍他们打比赛打到一个就是知道什么时候对方是败给，那刚刚就很清楚啊。
Get eyes on this team. Where they go? I don't have a syringe to heal with.
I don't have syringes either. I don't see this team at all.
They're like throwing nades over there. There's no way
they're trying to kill the one kid. The one guy got past them or something. Give me a syringe on you. I also have no nades now.
We don't
have syringes.
Okay.
I do not see this team.
叔叔，等一下哪一下机好让我们拿第2嘛？就 drug free 嘛。
Okay.
呀，现在的分数长怎样
？This bunker is safe.
This team is running out right here. To I don't know what they're doing. They left the bunker 3-man.
看一下。
Not there on the left side of the rocks.
等一下。
They're crossing like.
这是什么
I don't know where they're going. On the left side of that street over there.
Can we mirror them while they just left their spot?
在这里。
I think we do that.
只拿1分。
Well, they're running back actually right now.
这个位置拿得到，这个位置应该可以拿2分。
I think we mirror them because it's a Watson team. I think we definitely mirror them and shoot him in the back.
这个位置到这里第4圈，这边剩13。杀一个人头就1分2分。G 稳的啦，这2分。
On height,
still up there.
Yeah, Sears on the rocks. I got cracked.
Falcon the ditch.
我自己是不喜欢拿天际线的，我就没屁用的事了。
The fucking Sear, we can walk up and
天际线大到太烂了。
I broke their Sear. I broke their Sear.
要爆网喽
I'm banging these guys.
Let's go.
爆网，开爆。
One shot.
Let him in. I'm ulting. My ult, I'm fucking them.
I got fried.
I downed one, I downed their Sear.
Push through, knock one.
It's all you.
All you.
Nice, res.
Oh, glory.
Look height.
Nothing on scan. Someone was height. I'm popping a medi. Someone was south.
Okay.
这一场蛮有趣的是，因为 TSM 是从外侧打进去的，他们这个我觉得他们有点故意要那个。
It's fine.
因为故意要从全面打进去，这样可以拿一波打一波高击杀的一个。
I need these ulting cells. There's 3 on this guy.
I'm popping ulting cells too.
I need to grab a purple. I got one.
I have 1 bat. How many bats we got?
4.
Can you drop me one?
Dropping you.
I have 4.
我觉得其实前10就好了啦，这边前10就算是不错。他仅19追到前10。
Here.
完全没拿 syringe.
Nothing on us.
Make sure checkpoint is not coming down the hill.
Look at it.
Kyle 是真的很不喜欢把资源拿满，你知道吗
？We're gonna see what's going on in front of us. There's a team at the hut. Look at that. Look right. Where are they at? They rise in the gas.
They just rise right here. Bang.
20.
He bang ulted us.
And then we gotta go forward. Come forward. Follow me, please.
从
No. Follow me, please.
可以。这边的 call 是对的。
He's going into the gas. It's fine.
He's on
左
scan.
侧应该还有一
Two
队。
guys. Are they safe at this rock? No, they're not. They're fighting. We get the truck. Yeah, bunker, please. Yes.
Nobody in it right now.
Driver, they're fighting back here. Shoot these guys in the back.
左边有人啦！
What the fuck are they doing?
不知道吗？
Shit on them, bad. They're low.
Be careful of the rat. We're fine.
The rats are dying.
There's a rat southeast.
Okay.
Another Bengal from South Hut.
Three people southeast.
Alright. There's a Bengal, be careful about. Is anyone have syringes?
On my scan, it's them.
I don't have a syringe.
It's the res team. I don't
Can
have
you scan this way? Can you scan this way? Can you scan on my red ping? Now, we get it.
They're right above us. They might drop on the side.
跳了，我哎没有，这是刚付我那堆。我还直接拿进站点。
I'm Bengal thing.
Hold that.
I'm Bengal thing. My name.
Bad on me.
I'm stuck in this corner. I cannot move. It's fine right now.
We're not on the zero.
对吗？
My Bengal.
我也是，他们会被左边射，他们沉下来。
They backed up.
Okay, we can. Is there anybody north side? Do you know?
I'll check in a second.
Give me a fucking syringe. I found one.
I don't see anything.
Give me a fucking syringe. 给我注射剂。Oh, I found one.
We can kill this team south.
Yeah, let's go.
Can I grab that?
I have one back.
I'm grabbing it.
Okay.
We look to kill these guys.
I don't have serial.
爆王继续爆。
That's for that drone.
I'm locking up with solo. You guys play together.
Nothing on our left.
Break this.
完了，哎呀，我就知道那个 timing。
He's pushing to right here. They're pushing.
Shoot him. Dead.
没了 ，warehouse。
Oh my god! I just trolled. I didn't know they were that close. You didn't come.
No one can see. I mean, you see that? We call that. There's like a ground. We just gotta assume they're gonna EMP us. We just bait it out.
那波推得很好。
With the wingman, just impeccable. Now they continue on their journey, picking up an immense amount of KP.
急了，他也没有急啦，因为那个 EMP 只要炸下去就会长那样子，蛮正常的。
Sometimes it takes a little bit to
Dark Zero 也要进圈哦，
feel what you gotta
这个圈是更偏右侧点
especially on
位
the。flying lobbies like this. Dark Zero in an amazing position right now on the high ground. Let's jump into a listening with Dark Zero to see how.
刚刚那个算 timing 吗？被 timing 了。
Jumping down.
鸡还活着吗？鸡死了吗？
Yeah. Look right.
这我蛮好奇。
It is, but it's
我
like
刚刚有看
barely.
他们死了。
I fucking blocked my phone.
Nothing in the right building.
Okay, can we wrap it?
Dark Zero 今天这一波是有机会拿第一的。
Wrap it, pick four now.
Animals 也死了。
They're fighting.
Yes, we need kills.
哦，有机会剪头哦，这里。
One EK left. I'm going back then.
Nothing on scan.
没办法了，没办法了。
They took portal.
收不到了。
One guy on scan. Just the building. Get the building. Hit 50. These guys are 3 kills later.
I know. They're fighting kind of.